thread, pins, sewing machine, sewing needle, felt, scissors, patches, hoodie, custom hoodie. If you're new to this channel, what I do is I go out and I find things that I think are genuinely interesting and then I learn how to do them. So every video that I've made or will make will be something that I've learned. I sit there and think of something that I think would be awesome, go do my research, come back and share it with you guys. It may be a trial and error video or a boom, 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 this is how you do it kind of video. But in every video, you will learn something. This week, your boy's lacking, doesn't have any merch, so I'm about to fix that. Before anything, you're gonna wanna pick out what color hoodie you're gonna want and the overall design you're gonna want the hoodie to look like. I got some patches that I'm gonna put right here to put IDKA for I don't know anything. And then I got some felt to cut out some question marks like this to put all over the hoodie. I was gonna cut out a big question mark and then put it on the back, but I think small question marks all over would look way better. Let's start with the design. Get any piece of paper, it doesn't matter, and then just draw the design on it. And then you just cut it out. Just like that. And then you grab your felt, and this is where the pins are gonna come into play. Stick it through the bottom and have it come out like from the top. Make sure that this part or this part isn't overlapped on the outside, so when you go and cut, you can just cut and you won't hit any metal. And then you just repeat the process 2 more times until it looks just like that. And then you can use the scissors to cut around it right now, but what I like to do and to save time is to make a bunch of these stencils and do it all over. If you fold up a paper and cut it, you can make 8 stencils at a time and it ends up looking kind of cool. Once you've repeated the process, this is what it's gonna look like, and then now you can start cutting. If you have good enough scissors, a pro tip is to clip 2 of the fabrics together and do the exact same thing. I just have janky scissors, so I can't do that. Alright, this should definitely be enough. Just so you guys know, the reason I use felt is because I wanted the pop-out look. But you guys can use whatever material or fabric that you want, but now it's just time to sew it. As for how to set up a sewing machine and how to use a sewing machine, I'm just going to leave a link in the description, but this part I thought was cool, so I just wanted to show you guys. And just so you know, I use 9 to outline it and then 14 to fill it in. Other than that, once it's set up, it should look just like this. There should be a string going from the top and a string coming from the bottom. Make sure to pull this lever down so it holds down the felt. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna save you so much time. I was literally holding it the whole entire time until I realized that I could do that. But after a lot of trial and error, I realized you're not gonna wanna move the hoodie too much. You're gonna wanna just use the needle and guide the needle. Your brain's gonna wanna think that it's not gonna go and it's gonna mess up, but trust it, it's gonna work. Other than that, it's just a lot of repetition. It's always going to leave 2 excess strings. Try to make sure it's a little bit longer so that you can tie them at the end. Once it's all sewed on and the excess thread is cut off, this is what it should look like now. The only thing left is to put on the patches. Had to whip out the Go-Go Gadget ironing board. While I was sewing, my creative juices were flowing and I thought that IDKA would look way better on the sleeve rather than on the chest, so I'm gonna do that. To make sure it's straight, find the seam and then get it as flat as possible so it can go down. The way the patches are gonna work are just like stickers. You take them off and put them exactly where you're gonna want it to be, and the backs are gonna be sticky. You heat them up a little bit, not too much to where you burn them, and then you'll be good. Same thing, just different sleeve, and I thought about it, and I'm actually gonna put Dream down this sleeve. And we're done with the Dream. I don't know anything. Okay, I'm so excited with how this turned out. This is the final product. This is what it should look like. If you learned something or just enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does help me, but I'll be back every 1st and the 15th. Till next time.